Come into our world, come into our world. All around us seemingly, darkness holds its sway. Truth and love are faltering, peace in disarray. And if we needed you, we need you now. Come into our world, come into our world now, Lord Jesus. Come into our world, come into our world. People sit in holiness, children cry for bread. Men fight men in hatred, by suspicion led. And if we needed you, we need you now. Come into our world, come into our world now, Lord Jesus. Come into our world, come into our world. Faced with such confusion, hope has slipped away. Men have stopped believing, forgotten how to pray. And if we needed you, we need you now. Come into our world, come into our world now, Lord Jesus. Come into our world, come into our world, oh Lord Jesus, come.
I have a little PS to add today to what I talked about last week for Reformation Sunday. Between then and now, Paul Wood got an idea and did some research and shared with me this week something that I would like to share before we get into the worship service. And it has a great deal to do with us. As Lutheranism spread, so did Martin Luther's songs. He wrote about 36 songs in total, many of which we still sing today, translated from German into English, of course. They include his most famous in Lutheran circles, "A Mighty Fortress is Our God," and we sang it beautifully last week. But listen to this. The tune was set to a beer hall song and was sung and known by everyone throughout northern Germany. Are you getting any connecting ideas? Into Scandinavia, and then with the coming of Lutheran immigrants of the Americas to this continent as well. In the spirit of a song which was written in the language of the people and to the tempo and instrumentation of the time of Luther, many churches today have done the same thing, including 100 years or so ago, one by the name of William Booth, who took one of the East London beer hall songs, da 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 da. We don't sing it like that, but we do know the words, don't you? Two lines. O boundless salvation, deep ocean of love, O fullness of mercy Christ brought from above. So it was comforting to me to know that way back then, the Lutheran Church's number one song was O Boundless Salvation, and then along came the Salvation Army, and our number one song back then, of course ours now is Martin Luther's, and he wrote also to the beer hall song, O Boundless Salvation. I just thought you'd like to know that. And now to bring us back up to a higher level, the bandmaster and the band.